Lamar's contract right now if you were Baltimore?
Well, I would do everything I can to try to get him signed. I think where that issue's been for the past year, Jay Will, is he's saying, hey, here's the bill. Deshaun Watson got $230 million. I'm not taking 5 cents less. Baltimore is saying they're crazy. There's nuts. Here's 10 other deals. And you could see both sides getting really frustrated with one another. You hope there's a compromise. If Lamar says it's 230, I don't think he's there next year because I don't think Baltimore is the organization that's going to say, all right, we give in. I think they look at Cleveland as the outlier, not them.
You tag him or you trade him?
I tag him and then try to get something done.
Yeah, and by the way,
just wait it
it's
out.
one thing as to say we're not giving you 230. It's another, as Key says, to say we're bringing you $30 million guaranteed under the market that was just set by inferior players like Russell Wilson and Kyler Murray. And that may have led to Lamar's tweet, and we're going to get into that, or Instagram post. That's Mike Tannenbaum. This is KJM. Much more coming up. Like Keyshawn Johnson, who wasn't sure.
Man, don't do that, because Max.
Flipping the narrative so damn quick.
Wait, no, Max. That's the only thing they heard
That's
was
right.
that. And then they get to their little fingers and their internet, and don't do that.
Right. Keyshawn Johnson never got off of Dak. It's true. I used the opportunity
I was mad at him.
Of his shakiness to pile on the Cowboys. I will do it again the next time they take.
I made him go sit in a corner for a week.
All right, Steve in Virginia. Go ahead, Steve. You're on with KJ.
Big fan. I just wanted to say real quick, I'm a diehard Cowboys fan living in the D.C. area since '74. And Dak played a perfect game last night, but I disagree with Jay Will. The criticism is there. He still has to prove himself against winning record teams, which he doesn't do. So it's fair for people like me to say, this is just one game. You got to keep it going. The other thing I was going to say, and I'm going to leave it at this, how about them Cowboys, man? We're going to beat Purdy. Michael Parsons is going to have a field day against that offensive line. They haven't played a winning record team lately, and they have one of the weakest strength of schedules in the NFL, like KC and Philly as well. So just because they have a great winning streak, who have they beat? They haven't proved nothing. Purdy hasn't played against great defenses.
Who's ever in front of them? They beat whoever you put in front of them. That's all I can tell you.
And they deserve credit, but I think the point is that it's still not like beating a powerhouse.
It doesn't matter, though. I understand.
Well.
I understand Kansas City blew the doors off of them in the regular season, but you know, you play who's in front of you, man.
And I don't know what Steve's talking about. I never said that there weren't questions. I said there were questions about a lot of quarterbacks. I do understand, though, that it being the Cowboys and the way the Cowboys are marketed and the contract that Dak got, that we expect Dak to be at an elite level. So
what else keep in mind?
See, I don't think Jay, this is about the Cowboys and his money. I think it's about him. I think it's about him in his play, in his style of play, because he has done some stuff here in the recent past that makes people scratch their heads by throwing interceptions.
Bad little run.
You know, got a bad little run, bad little taste.
Yep. And keep in mind, Cowboys have the most fans, but they have more haters than they have fans, because all the fans of other teams who don't like me, right? And so we all look for anything to jump on them, to pile on.
But I laugh at all that because it's like the Cowboys are not walking around saying we are champions. It goes back to what Mike McCarthy spoke to them about, where the last time they had a playoff win, he pulled out this picture, and a lot of these guys were little kids.
Yeah.
Right, on a team, saying, like, you're not – there's a history of the franchise, but, like, you're not
but
that.
They're
so
not,
play for
if
yourself.
you're a Cowboys fan, a Lakers fan, a Yankees fan, you know most people are rooting against you, even though
absolutely,
you're the most popular
100%.
team. Right. Yeah, so that's
100%. It's like Max said, it's fans of other teams that hate the Cowboys.
Yep.
I mean, it's just, you know, that's what it is.
Hey, so meantime, Tom Brady, career high 66 passes, completing 35 of them for 351 yards. That's not the Keyshawn Johnson formula, including 2 second-half touchdowns, right? Pretty good for a 45-year-old. He was sacked twice.
Stop.
He threw a costly end zone interception in the second quarter. By the way, a red zone interception, and never does that, right?
Well, he was throwing that ball away. Curse is 6'6", man.
Yeah. Well, what happened to Brady and this Bucs offense? Here's Tom Brady addressing his future after the game.
I'm not, this has been a lot of focus on, this game. So, yeah, let's just be one day at a time, truly.
Is this Key? Is this it for Brady? Is this it for Brady in Tampa? His contract's set to expire. He has a no tag clause, so he can't be tagged, franchise tagged, and he will become an unrestricted free agent. But he's 45 years old, coming off a bad performance.
Is it for him in Tampa, or is it for him in general?
Right, that's the question.
I really don't know, because it's a lot. He's a lot like Aaron Rodgers in a way. Don't know what he's thinking. 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I want to do it. I don't want to do it. I'm going to do it because I want to retire. Well, I don't care. I want to go back and play because this is what I want to do. I don't know. I think his son is playing football now. And I would think that he would want to be a part of that at this age, where his age is at and where his son is at, and his son's trying to play quarterback. It just would seem like he would want to be there to be a part of that. But I don't know. I mean, you just don't know. But based on what I saw last night, Max and Jay, I don't give a damn how many championships he won, and how many Super Bowls he went to, and how many MVP trophies he got, and how much money he made in the bank. I'm not signing up for that.
Look at
what
that.
I saw last night.
You mean any team? You mean
at all? I'm not signing up for that.
That's the question.
Oh,
Is
I don't know
there
that
a
I can
landing
fix that.
spot for Tom Brady? We're going to get into this, Jay, coming up on the other side. Oh, no, right. Sorry, I'm on the old
You're
clock.
on the old clock?
Wait,
Looking at the
when he
clock
did
saying,
that,
"We got
just
3
now
more
I had to
minutes,
look at my phone. I was like, damn, that was fast.
I'm on the old clock. That's
He got
my
like
fault.
3 sentences out. How do we end the segment already?
So, Jay, is he through? Would you sign up for that, Jay?
That's the question. Well, anyway.
Are you signing up for that?
I'm not.
Remove the legacy. Are you signing up for
He
it?
led the league in passing yards last year, Key.
That doesn't mean anything.
I understand, but this year he just got Ryan Jensen back last night. I'm looking at they're last in the league, Key, in rushing yards per game. Like Rashad White and Leonard Fournette. I'm like, what are you guys doing out there? Like they gave him absolutely nothing, especially when you're down early.
Okay.
You need to throw the ball a ton. So I don't know, like if he were on would I take him over Ryan Tannehill? Yes. I would like to see Tom Brady with Derrick Henry and that O-line.
I think the issue with Brady comes
You
down
wouldn't
to
take him over Tannehill?
It's the old line. Key, let's be realistic.
Everything's got to be but everything's got to be picture perfect.
I agree.
He's at the stage of his playing career where it's like he's a rookie again, where everything's got to be perfect. Everything's got to be perfect. Because if it's not perfect, they're going to eat him alive, Jay. Which means that when I say perfect, he's got to have him a young Gronkowski. He's got to have him a young Mike Evans, a young Chris Godwin, a San Francisco 49er defense, or a Cowboy defense. That's what I'm saying. It's got to be too perfect. And I don't know a perfect situation that needs a 46-year-old quarterback right now.
Well, the issue is with quarterbacks these days, Key, they're mobile, right? They can get outside the pocket. They can make
exactly.
He can't move. So when you saw that pressure coming last night from Dallas, it was a wrap because he can't get out of harm's way. And I think inevitably that's the problem. So
it was a very bad styles matchup to make Brady look bad. As I said it before the game, either they're going to nip the Cowboys or the Cowboys are going to beat the brakes off them, right? Because the Bucs' problem all year has been O-line. Cowboys' strength is the pass rush. Bad styles matchup. But Key, I don't know that he needs every last thing. What he definitely needs is
How could he not?
He needs an
You just saw him play last night.
O-line. You cannot and he cannot ever take the pressure up the middle, right? He needs a clean pocket for sure, right? And
up the middle, they got edge rushers that they pay a lot of money to. Up the middle.
No, I get it, but if he doesn't have a clean pocket, those pass rushers get home, right? Oh, he gets rid of the ball quick. Not if he doesn't have a pocket. So find a team with a strong O-line, especially in the middle, and Brady.
But my whole point, though, Max, I almost called you Jay, Max. There are no teams. Like
right.
I'm not.
It might not be.
Who are you? He can go to the Raiders. You want him to go to the Raiders? Go right ahead. Be my guest.
888 say ESPN.
Be my guest. Go to the Raiders.
888 say ESPN. Is there a landing spot for Brady? Could it be Miami? Could it be Las Vegas?
Can you say Miami and Brady? Is that allowed?
Dak Prescott had a great game last night. That's sure, and Brady did not. But where does Key have Dak ranked in the quarterbacks remaining?